to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Seminoles will put total weather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So North Carolina's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock, he can catch the ball, he can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw. It's Latu. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Florida State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Coming after it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This guy's just playing like an All-American these last couple of games out. In the last game, he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Got a man. It's Frederick. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to get into that championship game. Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida State. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frederick. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Latu. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sneak pulling catcher, plenty to give them a first down. The Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal lines. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. They'll try to pop the draw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Looking for a man. It's Latu. Get it out on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Tar Heels are on the move.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Defense in press coverage. On second down, looking again to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Running back goes in motion. Complete on third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jones wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Seminoles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Getting some heat. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And that pass is intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He'll just keep slinging it. Now adjusting. Keeps it and got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now,
lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Gets rid of it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Tar Heels have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking downfield, it's Latu. Keeps looking downfield. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football.
He's going to throw deep right side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more snap coming before halftime. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't...
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Got room at the 35. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Jackrabbit. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
3:25.
Just feeds the running back. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff to the single running back. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be.
Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offense.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
To the ground with the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Jones to throw. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up his offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Wants to throw on second down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Latu. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there. If your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. They're tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To throw, it's Richard. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just buried it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Running back searching for a hole. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Noles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Winston. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Running to the left. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Makes a grab enough for the first. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Comes out throwing on first down. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard.
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be...
The ball to the ground. The defense has picked up the football going the other way.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive
cannot escape it. Down he goes.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The punt head's out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. We begin the drive here, set up at the 30. There's the handoff. Powering right past the defender. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to take off here. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And the Tigers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is caught.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? QB to the tight end for a completion. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for first down.
So your defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield, worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. There are just so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And the game just good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Clemson now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He knocks this one right through.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Spinning out of the tackle. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Bulldogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Launches downfield. The pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's a short completion of the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. No shot to bring him down. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give me credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. Oh, it's a reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second- and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. To the air, it's Winston. The pass rush closing in. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course most recently Myles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic, and with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Running out of time in the pocket. There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left. He's got a receiver wide open here. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain. There is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Powering through. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
This quarterback didn't have much time at all. I thought it was going to be an easy sack for the defense, but he shows you his strength and his athletic ability and instincts to be able to pull out of that, somehow avoid the sack and get rid of the ball.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Back to throw. It's Winston. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. It's 3rd down for the offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Fires it on the move. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Clemson. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. The offense went with the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Receiver makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Winston. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. Snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The Bulldogs will line up to kick it away. And now it's a high kick. He hit it straight up. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick completion to the tight end. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He escapes. Broke one tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. And we've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. First down, sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down now after the sack. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab made by the tight end. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Tigers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who looked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Looking to throw. It's Winston. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Drops back. He's going to throw for it on third down. And the pressure gets to him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Important second down play coming up. And now they'll run it on the draw. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. After making his first attempt, he'll try again from 41 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights. There's a flag down. If it's on the defense, wouldn't be enough for first down yardage. You figure they'll take the 3 points. That's a costly penalty for the special teams. Offense coming back on the field. You just can't make contact with a kicker like that. This comes from offense moving quickly down the field. Here comes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Tailback takes the handoff again. And tackled after a small pickup there. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to scramble. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Running play called on fourth down. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with first and goal.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown.
Touchdown, Clemson. And this one is getting ugly.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
Georgia offense will take over.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the run here, lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. This time, a completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. That's a great job by the defense.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the height of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Trying to extend the play. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead. Tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. 2nd and 10 here. Looking downfield. It's Winston. Going to try to use his legs here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. From the shotgun, drops back. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. On the run, he'll let it go. The pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Ball handed off. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.